I used to watch them in the office, you know, and I wanted to be like that. I wanted to go to work in a jacket, tie, not necessarily a suit, but a nice jacket, tie, right? And, you know, and stand around and drink coffee and talk. That was my motivation for going to do office work. That's what I thought it was. Okay, here we go. We're going to get this thing started. Hey, I'm Nate Patterson, and this is Express Yourself. Let's get to it. Okay, here we go. Let's get this thing started. I got a good topic today that has been bothering me for a while. We're going to talk about customer service today in about 60 seconds. Let's get to it. This is the place where I get to say what I want, how I want, in the way I want. And there's nobody here to take the conversation to the right or to the left because it's all on me. This is Express Yourself Live, the pre-recorded version. And I'm Nate Patterson. Hello everybody, I'm Nate Patterson, and this is Express Yourself Live, the pre-recorded version. Why? We're still recording from home. The studio's not open. You know, the Delta variant is affecting that. And I'm still at home doing the best I can with what I got. That's what we used to say when we were kids, right? And guess what? I'm not drinking beer. I'm drinking Coke. Yeah, it's a hot day. Ooh, yeah, that's good. I'm not supposed to be drinking that, but that'll be our secret, right? Okay, so today we're talking about customer service. I know everybody has had that experience, the CSR experience, today, yesterday, and you will tomorrow. Trust me, right? But, you know, I spent a good part of my life in that profession. I'm going to take these glasses off. I don't particularly need them right now. I spent a good part of my life in that profession because that was my thing. Customer service representative. I was Mr. Patterson. And I earned that title. Okay? I earned that title because why? Because I had some very good teachers. Back then, companies took pride in who represented them. Companies actually cared about who represented them and how they represented the company. This is where I learned the definition well, I learned this saying or whatever it is, a definition. I don't know what I'm saying right now, but anyways, acting in the manner befitting the company that you're representing. That stuck in my brain for a very long time. I've been in customer service for over 35 years. I'm retired. You know, among other jobs, man, but that was my main thing. That was my go-to employment thing, man. I was in the office, man. I was one of those guys. See, I used to, you know, when I was coming up, man, I was a teenager and all that, you know, before the work, I had to enter the workforce, right? I used to watch soap operas. Now, shut up. A lot of y'all did too. Luke and Laura, everybody watched that shit. Okay? Come on. Right? I don't care who you was. You knew about Luke and Laura, right? So anyways, that's good stuff. I used to watch them in the office, you know, and I wanted to be like that. I wanted to go to work in a jacket, tie, not necessarily suit, but a nice jacket, tie, right? And, you know, and stand around and drink coffee and talk. That was my motivation for going to do office work. That's what I thought it was. I got a rude awakening. You know, after falling on my face a couple of times, you know, I found out you can't just stand around and talk and drink coffee. You actually have to work and produce. So, yeah. All right, moving on. Okay, I went into customer service, you know, green, right? Green and growing, but didn't know nothing. You know, I thought customer service was, hey, how you doing? Have a nice day. I thought that was it. Wrong. So we're finally going to get to the meat of this brand. Look here, customer service, and I'm speaking directly to people that hire people for customer service today, and most of you people in customer service today. Y'all need to listen to this video. Whether you like it or not, you're gonna learn something. Okay? All right. In customer service, a nice voice and a smile is not customer service in its entirety. Not by a long shot. That is a very small component of being in that job. Right? I mean, you have to actually function and use your brain. Okay? A smile and nice, kind words aren't going to get you through the day in a customer service position. Right? Along with the basic skills of typing. I don't know if they're shooting again. It must be a car backfiring. They were shooting over here the other night. But anyways, where was I? I forgot. You see, yeah, man, because like 15 shots rang out the other night. I had to dive on the floor, man. We're talking about customer service, right? You have to actually use your brain, man. You know, you have to be able to have problem-solving skills, listening skills, along with your verbal skills. Okay, you have to actually know how to listen. Okay, pay attention. Eye contact is important. The tone of your voice is important. So there's some do's and don'ts with the tone of your voice and some phraseology that customer service representative use today, right? You got to know or figure out in a heartbeat, like these old stupid cops say, oh, we have to make a split-second decision. Well, once that person says hello, begin to tell you their problem, you need to assess and try to figure out that person's mindset and demeanor and come with the same or similar energy. If you want to be a good customer service representative and excel in this position and actually help people, but if you just want to draw a paycheck, then you could sit there and chew gum and answer the phone and call everybody hun, which prompted me to make this video. There is no place on this planet that a customer service representative in any professional office should refer to any client or constituent as hun. That is demeaning. That is demeaning. And lately, I've been referred to and others by these dollar store and I don't know who's on the phone, man, on some of these businesses. They're starting to call people hun. That's demeaning. I'm a grandfather. I'm 63 years old. This person is probably just pushing 30 if they're lucky. How am I their hun? You understand? You see, this is why you can't just hire somebody to answer your phone. And this is why you can't just sit down and answer phones. Right? There's a demeanor that goes into doing this particular job. Right? When you're dealing with clients and constituents, it's either yes, sir, yes, ma'am, no, sir. Right? Or no, Mr. So-and-so, or yes, Mr. So-and-so, until told otherwise. You don't assume nothing. You don't take any liberties. Right? Because it's disrespectful to refer to anyone else in business as anything else other than that. People have titles they want to be honored by, not hun. Hun is not a title. You know what I mean? You're not taking me home to sleep with me, and nobody says I want to go home to sleep with you. So I'm not your hun. You understand? I'm not your child. Right? I'm not none of that. I'm a paying customer. I'm a client. I'm a person that contributes to a small portion of your paycheck. And you're disrespecting me by calling me hun. You're belittling me. In my 63 years of being on this planet. I'm not your hun. Another thing that these customer service representatives today lack, they bring their emotions and their feelings into the job. Now, I did that in the beginning. Once I got past my second week, right, I left that alone. Because contrary to popular belief, in the customer service field, your day consists of a number of phone calls that can go depending upon the size of your office. You might answer anywhere between 3 to 300 phone calls per day or more. If you're in a call center, you can answer far more than that. Right? Where the mindset is get them on, get them off. You don't do that by calling people hun. You do that by being professional and getting straight to the point. Listening and then acting. You see, that should be your motto. I came up with that. right? Because when I worked at this particular job, I was the go-to guy whenever there was an irate customer or client. You know why? Because the girls or the other guy, you know what I mean, there was only girls and one guy in the office, right, other than me. So, you know, they would get frazzled if somebody yelled at them. They would take it personal. Really? Well, I don't think that person woke up that morning and said, I'm going to call so-and-so job and I'm going to yell at so-and-so. I don't even think they know you exist. They're yelling and they're upset because they got an issue. They got an issue with the company or the product. Your job as a customer service representative is to find out what that issue is and try to problem solve it. Not get all emotional up in your feelings because someone's yelling or cursing. They're not even cursing at you. When they begin to personally attack you, then you can respond by hold on, or you surely shouldn't hang up on anybody. You immediately put them on hold. Get somebody else to deal with the call or get a supervisor. That's protocol. But today you'll be listening to, well, there are no dial tones no more. They'll just hang up on your ass. And if you call in like the electric company or someplace where they get like a lot of calls, you go to the end of the line, you got to wait another 20, 30 minutes to get through and then get somebody else. You can't yell at that person just hung up on you because their feelings were hurt. You see, I get that problem a lot because, you know, when I get mad, I curse. And I don't know I'm cursing half the time. I think I'm talking regularly, but I'm cursing. And that happens a lot, man. These people hear me cursing. They hang right up. I'm not cursing at them. You understand? Don't curse at me. Really? Why are you in this job? So anyways, you listen and then you act. Because see, by listening, when you get an irate customer, that person wants to get their problem off their chest to somebody. They want someone to listen to it that has the ability to help them. Once they get that off their chest, they will calm down to the point of being quiet so that you can act. But if you're trying to tell them, sir, calm down, sir, don't do this, sir, don't do that, you're only putting fuel, adding fuel to the fucking fire. Think about it when you get upset and somebody's telling your ass to calm down. Do you? Like that's going to be the magic phrase. Bitch, calm down. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you a bitch. On what planet? So look, grow some thick skin. If you're a man, grow some cojones. Okay? Man up or woman up, right? And sit there and listen. Listen to the words coming out of that person's mouth. Solve the problem. Guess what comes out of solving the problem from somebody like that? Accolades. You know what I mean? They call your boss and say, hey, it's a fantastic person. You know, they begin to call and ask for you because you do work. If that's rewarding to you, because that was very rewarding to me after I got my first call in and got my first accolade and whatnot. I'm like, yo, I'm going to do that again. I'm going to help people. You know what I mean? Because that's your job. If you didn't know it when you filled out the application, you might have thought like me, you could just stand around and drink coffee. Well, you can't. You have to problem solve. You have to help customers. Customer service is one of the most harshest positions in employment that you can get because you're the face of the company. You get all kind of people calling you for what all kind of reasons. Here's another thing a customer service representative has to do. You have to know your company and know the product. You have to know the rules. You have to know how far you can go and what kind of lines you can cross. You have to know what can come out of doing that, both good and bad. Then once you master that and you understand that, then when you're in front of a client with a problem and they're explaining the problem while they're talking and you're listening to what they're saying, you should be bouncing what they're saying off the company rules to see how much flexibility you have to deal with this customer and solve the problem. It's called listening. It's called listening. This is why you sat in training. When the company took time to train you to interact with their clients, this is what they want you to do. Listen to the person and then see what you can do according to company policy. Anything over your head, and then you go get a supervisor. But today, I don't know, man. It seems like they have this list right in front of them. Because as soon as you explain your problem, every customer service employee begins with, I'm sorry, sir, but we can't. And then they begin to tell you why they can't according to company policy. And I'm listening to the policy when I see all kind of ways that you can through your own policy, you yard bird. That's why I always ask for your superior, because I know you have no brain. You're not there to help people. You're just there for a paycheck. And you have no lateral ability to move and make any type of flex decisions at all. So why am I talking to your dumbass, hun? You understand? Oh, customer service has really fallen. I mean, back when I was born in '58, right? They took customer service serious, and way before I was born, they took customer service serious, man. Because this is a big part of your job. It's a big part of the company. You are the face for the company. You're the first person that people see when they inquire about that company, or the first person that they speak to. What kind of impression are you going to give with your non-skilled ass? And talking to the people that hire these non-skilled people, what are you doing? How come you're not worried about this? Isn't this part of your job? Because what they do reflects on you. You ain't training worth a shit. You putting out garbage. I mean, there's no one particular place I'm talking about. It's damn near any fucking way you go or call. I called AT&T. I called these big companies, man. I've called, Eversource. I've called, Rent-A-Center is the worst. Oh my God, they just, hey, you want a job? Yeah. Hey, come on here, answer the phone. I'll be back. This bitch is talking to me, trying to take my payment information on fucking speakerphone. Bitch, do you got a brain? And you hear all kind of people in the background. She laughing and joking with the co-workers. But she gonna take my credit card number on speakerphone and get mad when I told her to take me off speakerphone. This is what you're hiring now. And then when there's an issue, they come and tell you, and now the customer's wrong. If I take time to call up to complain, you better believe I'm not lying. I'm taking time out of my day to tell you how bad your fucking customer service representative is and how bad your training is. And I'll throw my credentials in your face because I got references. Anywhere that I work that you call and that's about Nate Patterson, you're going to get raving reviews. Because I did my job. I made sure I did my job. So that's 18 minutes. Man, I had to get that off my chest because you people in customer service today, you suck big time. You suck big time. You dress? Oh. It's like the school kids. You got a uniform, and you're supposed to have your uniform tucked in, dressed nice and neat to go to school. You parents let your kids buy their shit 2-3 times too big so they can bag and sag. They look like sloppy little varmints going to school. Sloppy. People, the kids in McDonald's with their oversized uniforms trying to dress hip and be street. You don't look professional. You look like you just rolled out of bed and want to make a nigga a hamburger. You look sloppy and nasty, man. When I go to these places, man, and I see motherfuckers with this shit sagging, get ready to serve me, I don't get served. And it's not because I think that they're nasty, because it's not dress appropriate. It's not professional. And I'm not going to add to that. This person walking around with a nonchalant, no care attitude, you know what I mean, and flirting with the girls and whatnot, and then, flop my shit down and then put my change back in my hand, and y'all don't even count change back like y'all math is fucking perfect, right? While you take a phone call or two, they're taking phone calls. They're on the phone while they're waiting on you at the cash register. I had a bitch take a selfie. She was on I'm waiting for this motherfucker to fuck up my change, but she didn't. Had she fucked up my change, I would have turned that fucking store out. You know what I mean? And you should too. Why are you condoning this bullshit? Anyways, I can't go no further. I'm Nate Patterson, very pissed off. Deuces.